He would say, well, have you thought about this instead? I didn't think it was rude. Like, it kind of took me aback that, somebody would do it, and particularly somebody younger, different generation would speak up and say something. And so at some point, I'd get to the point where I was like, if you didn't speak, if we were saying something and I didn't hear you say something different, I'd say, okay, Ashley, so tell me what you're thinking and tell me why this won't work. And I would always do that because I know like you were the person who would always present this counter opinion, this different way of thinking, which to me was refreshing. But at first, it was a little bit, I was like, wow, because not many people do that. So I don't know. I'm so curious. I wanted to bring this up. So I'm, going to be 54 and you're, gosh, in your 20s, and we are different generations. And what makes you have so much of that guts to be able to speak up and kind of speak counter or dissenting opinion in a group or one on one when you feel like something isn't quite right?
I was thinking about this, and I think that a lot of it has to do with you. So I have to give a lot of credit to you. And it was definitely, so for the people that don't know, it was my first job out of college. So it was my first like experience in like the corporate world. But anyone that works with Heather, like she is not your stereotypical like sterile corporate leader. She's very warm, she's very nice, she's very caring. And I think that from the very beginning, I think that the lack of experience in the corporate world kind of went in my favor because I was like, oh, well, I feel comfortable. Like, let me just speak up. Whereas I think that other people, maybe if they've had that traumatic experience where they did speak up and they were like automatically shut down, or they had that bad experience with a boss, then they learn, like, oh, let me just shut my mouth and not say anything because I know that there's going to be, negative consequences. Whereas in my experience, I come out of college, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I found the perfect job, perfect boss, like this is so awesome. And